Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dog, giving them all dressed like $1 million bucks, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh yeah, listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey. Oh, listen, Steve Harvey. Why don't you join me? Yeah. Steve Harvey. Get them on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, won't you join in with me? If you're with me, help me say, I'm so grateful. You gotta turn it on, yeah. Turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. You know y'all can hear me on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Turn them out. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on in the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You are listening to The Voice. One and only Steve Harvey got a radio show. Come on, y'all. I said that a little bit wrong this morning, but I'm tired. I just came out the gym. I'm a little out of sorts right now, but it's okay. I'll pull it together. But let me tell you something, man. I got a clear-cut message for you today. I really do. You know, as I've gotten older, I've began to take some supplements. And supplements are to help your body in things that it doesn't produce as much as it used to. Supplements are designed to help you replenish what's been depleted in your body. That's supplements. Now, there are people I can tell you can speak a lot more aggressively and a lot more knowledgeable on this subject, but just giving you just a brief overview of my understanding of it. Now, if you've been living your life for a while, supplements are necessary for most of us. Now, also, if you've been living your life for a while, spiritually, you may need some supplements. Because you just been at it for a while. You done got wore down a little bit. You're tired. Some people around you ain't changing. Some people around you draining. It's just life just keeps on coming. Life don't ever get no easier. It just, you become more knowledgeable about how to handle it. It does not get any easier. You continue to lose loved ones. You continue to have to confront the challenges. It's just that over a course of time, you become experienced and you can handle them better. But life don't get no easier. But spiritually, you get a little bit worn down. Well, you need some spiritual supplements too. And I'm just going to flat out tell you, the more God that you can replenish yourself with, the higher the dosage of God that you are willing to put into your spiritual self, the possibilities then become limitless. You actually have the ability to make a conscious decision to supplement your body, and you have a conscious decision to supplement your spirit. You can do both. So what I did was, I could just tell you what I did. I was taking all these supplements. I started taking supplements when I was about 45, I think. That's when I began. I was thinking about it one day, and I just went, wow, man. I started talking to some knowledgeable people. I found out I needed these things. But then spiritually, man, I started supplementing myself too. I started praying some more. I started trying to gain a little bit more knowledge and wisdom and understanding from scriptures and just try to make sense of all of it. You know, just make a little bit more sense out of my life. Make sure that I was on the right path. As a matter of fact, get on the right path. Find out my real purpose and my mission in life. And nobody can do that for you. That's something that you have to want to do. But I started supplementing my spiritual side of my life and supplementing my body. Now, I happen to be right now about in the best shape I've ever been in, technically. I can assure you, though, I am in the best shape spiritually I have ever been in. Now, my body has looked better. It really has. I mean, come on now. At where I am in life, at the stage, with the years I've been walking this earth, man, I'm cool. But spiritually, I'm in the best shape I've ever been in. And what it's done for me, y'all, is gave me a peace and a calmness. You know, it used to be, man, I used to fight so hard against people who attacked me. Now, man, it ain't that serious to me, because now I have a full understanding that if I come under attack, that God is with me, because that's a promise he made. That's Isaiah 54:17. That's any weapon formed against you shall not prosper. You can't come and get me. I'm not here for you to take down, because you didn't put me here. So why would I fear a person bringing me down when they're not the reason that I'm here? So when you attack me, you have to be careful, because I ain't ever by myself. I formed a relationship with the Most High that I can rely on for protection, for coverage, and for peace. A lot of times when things used to stress me out, how to run this, how to handle this, how to deal with that. You know, fame is rough, man. And then you put that together with some business, and you put that together with your family. You got a lot of stuff you're trying to tend to. I have a peace of mind about it now, because I have someone who provides me with a sense of understanding and calmness that lets me know that this too shall pass. That it ain't just a saying that I heard old people say, that it ain't just something my mama used to tell me. It's something that can really happen once you get an understanding. This too shall pass. This is just another piece of life that you are now better equipped to handle. I'm telling you what it's done for me. Millions of people out there hear me, man. It's done the same thing for them. I'm telling it new to some people, but there's some people that sure enough understand what I'm saying. And then if you have known this but kind of forgot it, it's time for some supplements. So when you get like that, and now you find yourself in a situation with a disease or something, you got to do something. Now you got to start juicing all your greens. You got to start detoxing your body. You got to start purifying the system. See, the human body has always had a way to repair itself if you just give it a chance. Your mind has always had a chance to repair itself if you give it a chance. And your spirit always has a chance to repair itself if you give it a chance. It's the only way I can maintain at this level, and it's the only way I have any chance of going further. I have to increase my dosage of spiritual supplements. I got to talk to God a little bit more. I got to pray a little bit more. I got to understand his word a little bit more. That's all I'm telling you, man. If you do that, if you just pray more, if you just study a little bit more, man, just try to get an understanding. Ask him to help you understand. It will open up the possibilities of your life into a realm you never could have imagined. I'm telling you, that's real, okay?
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your undivided attention, please? This is the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Hope everybody's doing well today. This show is dedicated to people who are feeling absolutely wonderful about their position in life, meaning they are just grateful to be here. Oh, you may want to be a little bit further up the ladder, and I got that. But if you are grateful for where you are, this show is dedicated to the grateful this morning. Shirley Strawberry.
Grateful, grateful, grateful. Good morning, Steve.
Carla Farrell.
Very grateful. Good morning, Steve. What's up, crew?
Ain't nothing with it, Junior boy.
Morning, Unc. You know I'm grateful. You know I'm grateful.
And the fool, nephew Tommy.
Yes, sir, in the building. Grateful as always.
I just wanted to let you ladies know that you all weren't here early yesterday, and we were having a blast yesterday.
Man.
Yeah. And then I came on and shut all that down.
Yeah, I was out. Yeah, thank you, Shirley. Thank you.
Thank
but the
you.
question is,
Oh, my God.
y'all
Question
can't have
is,
fun when we're here?
not
when
really.
we're here?
We're going to tell you right to your
Really?
face. Nope.
Not like we want to.
No, hell no. Too
They
many
just want to do
restrictions.
shenanigans and foolishness. That's
Yeah.
all. They don't want to
That's
follow
what the
the
people
rules.
want to hear, Shirley.
How do you know that? You sound like one of those
ain't no-
politicians at the
Shirley.
impeachment hearing.
Shirley, ain't nobody tuning in to hear these rules.
It's not
Well,
like
I
we're
beg to
putting them,
differ.
putting them in their face, but you know you have to
And
do.
cause you know
you have
Carla
to-
gonna agree with you because she done went to school for it. Anybody
Yeah.
gotta go to school for this?
Don't be
here?
hating on my education.
You went to
And this
school,
radio job. It's
broadcast
important.
communication. I don't need no school for this.
Stop
I'm just
talking,
speaking for
Steve.
myself, really.
Stop talking.
No, really. I ain't went to school for this. Junior, did you go to school for this?
I didn't even know they had a class.
Steve,
Tommy, did you go to school for this?
I did not. I have to say I didn't.
Steve,
What, Shirley? What?
when you did your comedy, your stand-up comedy, they have rules. When the lights come on, you know to wrap it up. Okay,
But I don't.
everybody
You
has
don't wrap
rules.
me up.
Yeah.
When you first started out,
You want to make a comedian who is seasoned, a pro. You
Yeah.
want to make him mad.
Put
Give
that
him
light
the
on.
light.
okay, but
The
there's
hell,
still
I'm up here
rules.
killing.
Yeah.
And who you got next?
Yeah.
You got Timmy Lunchmeat finna come up here next, and they gonna hand him
Not
his sandwich.
Timmy.
No, then I'm up here, and you gonna give me the damn light. I'm up here ripping the room. Ain't nobody got no drawers on right now, and you want me to walk off stage.
Everybody knows.
I just tell the dude in the back, you can press it to you as long as you want. You won't get carpal tunnel messing with that light.
Well, no, it depends on if I got my check, though. I need my check first. I need to make sure I got
See?
the check.
Are there rules on Family Feud and Ready to Love?
Uh-huh.
Hey, no.
yeah.
Hey, you don't bring my TV and show this.
Oh, yes, we do.
I just got
we
the
do.
show.
They have rules.
You got
okay?
tight. Woo, you
Yeah.
got tight.
No, you don't do that.
You got
Miss
rules. You
Oprah,
just
they don't
can't-
mean what they
You
say,
got
Miss
some
Oprah.
rules.
You just can't get on anything and do whatever you want to do. All right? Coming up at 32 minutes after the hour,
Pac did it.
Thanksgiving
Shirley,
is
you
one
ain't white.
week away. Thanksgiving is 1 week away. We'll talk about it right after this. What?
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, with Thanksgiving just a week away, a lot of people are probably already itching to haul their Christmas decorations out of the attic. A lot of people have them up already or the garage. Yeah.
They been up.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They ain't never took them down.
Oh, you didn't take yours.
Mine ain't been that.
Trifling, Judy.
I got
plug it right back in.
Hey, my partner, mama, their tree was 5 feet tall. She kept it decorated all year long. Set it in the basement with a sheet over it.
Oh,
Every
okay.
Christmas, my boy and his brother had to go down there and lift that tree up. Don't tilt none of them ornaments off. Come up the steps of that tree and take the sheet off. Boom, there it was. They didn't decorate every year. They didn't take them bulbs off. Same garland, everything. That tree was the raggedest looking tree.
Tree got a number on it.
Even
Now
with
that
the
you think
sheet
about
over it.
I mean,
The
it was a
garland-
raggedy ass looking tree, man. Garland, old. You know, it's been sitting out. You know, it ain't sparkling no more. It's just garland.
Yeah. Raw
Oh,
material.
man. That's so crazy. Well, anyway, as it turns out, unless you want to spend an arm and a leg on a tree, you may want to wait a few weeks before you go tree shopping, okay? According to the National Christmas Tree Association, Christmas Eve is the cheapest day to buy a Christmas tree with the
That's
average
too late.
price. Yeah, but I mean,
That's
of
too
course it
damn
is.
late.
Yeah. The average price of a tree just $50 last year. Yeah, of course that's too late. That's way too late.
50.
Way too late. Yeah.
The most expensive day to buy a tree is Cyber Monday, with trees costing on the average about $84 last year. And don't expect any Black Friday deals on Christmas trees either, with the average price of a tree on that day about $79. Okay, that's the average price. Yeah.
I'm going to stay out this conversation. 'cause
I
Yeah,
know,
you
I'm
gonna
just
stay out there?
waiting.
Yeah, you gonna
I'ma
have
say-
to.
I
I'ma
know
say
you're going to
something
stay
that's-
out
I
there.
know you
You
ain't gonna
start
say
growing
nothing.
your tree last Christmas.
Yep.
3
I,
years ago,
I think
Tom.
that's awesome, though, Steve. I think you
3
should.
years ago. Did
That's
you hear what he
I
said?
mean,
Did you hear?
I heard him. I
Yeah.
did hear him, Tommy.
I think that's wonderful.
That's
You know?
amazing,
Yeah.
though.
Let's just go ahead and
Because
ask.
people don't know that things like that exist.
Yeah,
you,
we don't
you
know.
open a new world to people,
Yeah,
to,
for us to have no
for
question.
people to dream.
I mean,
you know?
somebody told it to me.
Yeah.
Right. You learned
That's how
about
I
it.
found out about it. You know, I ain't invented.
Yeah.
How-
I mean,
how much
You
is-
told us till now.
Yeah.
You could
How,
have been
how
told
tall?
me this. You know I'd have bought a tree 3 years from now. Why you ain't tell me about it?
Well, now you know.
Because
You
it
did.
is.
You got it.
Because it is right here.
Cause when you gonna ask me how much it costs, and then
Well, don't I want to know that? Don't I want to know that?
And what's he gonna
But
say,
Tommy,
Steve?
it be a little
For a
hate. It be
treat?
a little hate in your tone. It be
Yeah,
a little
it do
hate
be
when
a
you
little
See?
ask.
Okay.
See, he's
Uncle
not going to
Steve.
just
All
If
say,
you
you
don't
get
mind.
is a damn tree.
yeah. Go
How
ahead,
much is the
Steve.
tree, Uncle Steve? How much is it, man? Come on, tell me.
Now that's
No, do the
fake.
real, Steve. Do the real, Tommy. You
right.
were doing it.
Uncle Steve, how much is the tree?
See, still hate, still slight.
How much the damn tree, man?
See?
Getting
You
mad
can't
by
even
the
fake
tree?
it.
Tommy, you do know it's rude to ask people how much things cost, though.
No,
You
no.
do know
Not when
that.
they're your uncle.
But
Yeah, that's kind of
Sorry.
it,
I can
Well, let's
ask
talk
you,
about
but
the
how much is-
tradition of it all. Let's talk about the
Okay, too.
tradition. What you do, Steve, and how you get the tree and all of that.
because he's a bit
those
put
that
off.
don't
No,
by
no,
your
Carla.
questions,
Let's talk
Tommy.
about what's on the table. How much is the damn tree?
About 13.
If he like right now, he ordering a tree for 2022. Right now,
Yeah,
it
see,
take
he
3
told
years.
He told you.
So
Tom.
how much is the tree that we
13.
paying this for in advance? How much is the
Wow.
tree?
Wow.
Junior, tell it.
1,300.
Okay. All right.
For a tree?
I-
Wait a
I'm-
minute, man.
Your
Hold up.
That's why he
Wait a
doesn't
minute.
want to answer
Wait,
you.
wait a minute. Wait.
Crazy.
13.
It ain't 1,300.
It ain't 1,300.
See, Junior, you done made a mistake. You done missed a damn zero. How much is the tree, Uncle Steve? How much is the tree, Uncle Steve?
The
Tell me.
tree what?
Uh-oh.
Now you over in Tommy world, huh?
Way over here. He way over here.
for a
How
damn
much is the
tree?
Uncle
See, the hate has spread it.
Wait a minute. For something that grow out the ground?
It's a
How much
special
is the
kind
tree?
of tree, you guys.
Okay.
Well, you're going to have to quit acting like you've been out there to the pasture like you got one of the trees. You ain't got one.
No, but when he told us about it, I can listen and appreciate
minute.
and dream.
I'm just saying,
Jesus,
it ain't
not
like you know.
hate.
Your family already told us you don't go in the field to do nothing. You ain't help them
That
do nothing in the
includes
field.
the lights, though. They put the lights on for
Oh, see
you
there?
before they bring the house. Before
Ah,
they bring
well,
it to the
thank
house.
you.
Where the tree live?
In the forest.
But where?
Which one?
Which one?
Where?
You know, man. They have nurseries. They grow these trees. They not just in the woods. You know, they have tree farms, tree nurseries, and they grow them. And they gonna charge a lot of money. They're huge trees, but they gonna charge you money. They gonna ship it to you, and then they gonna put it up with the scaffolding and put the lights on it, and then bring it to your house.
It don't
Okay.
come with no gifts.
No. But he ain't. We not finished yet. Junior, you said 1,300, and he
No.
said that was
Nah,
wrong.
I know what he said.
How much is the tree?
You said he missed a zero. Let's move on.
Yeah.
I thought
Apparently, the
13,000.
objective was for us to all get a price on the
13,000.
tree.
for a tree.
You need your
Steve.
ass whooped.
Man.
You need your.
Man. Oh.
I
You know,
swear.
have to-
I
you know,
You wait till we get off
You
this air.
don't even have to get the damn tree. You don't have to get the damn tree.
I'm calling
Now,
everybody
Merry
in Cleveland
Christmas.
telling them about this here.
Sitting up in here arguing with your ignorant ass about what I'm doing at my house on Christmas.
Right.
He done got so big. Hey, you all listen now. You buying $13,000 trees that's dead.
Well, how
without
much
bringing
was
them
your
to you.
tree last year, Tommy?
It's the same tree I had 5 years ago. They're artificial. I just spray that stuff through the house and make it smell like a tree.
That's right.
All right. Listen.
I'm done.
Coming up next, the nephew is here with Run That Prank Back. That's coming up right after this.
Run that tree back.
Ass tail.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, Julia Roberts is Harriet Tubman. Interesting.
Hell, what? Where'd that
You
come
heard
from?
me. We'll talk about it. Also in music news, 2020 Grammy nominations were announced yesterday. Our girl Lizzo leads the pack. Lizzo in the lead. Plus, Miss Ann will be here with today's national news at the top of the hour. But right now, nephew in the building with Run That Prank Back. What you got for us, Nev?
Surrogate mother. Surrogate mother. Let's go get it out.
Hello? Yeah, Roderick, can I speak to Roderick? Yeah, this is Roderick. Hey, this is Calvin, man. How you doing? I go to the same church y'all go to. Okay. I got your number from one of the guys at the church, man. They told me that if I wanted to talk to you, I could reach out to you or whatever. How you doing today? I'm good, man. I'm good. How can I help? Your wife, man, does she? I'm not trying to be disrespectful or anything, but she seems to be real fit. Does she work out all the time? Yeah, she go to the gym every once in a while, bro. Yeah. Who is this, brother? Like I said, my name's Calvin, man. We go to the same church. Listen, me and my wife been trying for a long time, man, to actually have some kids. And to be honest with you, Roderick, man, it just ain't happening, dog. I mean, we've been trying and trying. But what I'm trying to do now is just find another type of way to make this happen. Now, you say your wife is in good condition, right? My wife is in good condition, brother. What does she got to do with you and your wife trying to have a baby? Now, y'all already got kids, don't you? Y'all got, like, from what the brother at the church told me, y'all got 3 kids, right? Yeah, we got 3. I got 2 boys and a girl. Okay. Here's what I'm trying to do, man. I was hoping that I could find somebody, a female, that would be a good surrogate mother. A what? You know, what I'm saying is, like, because my wife, I mean, you know, we want to have kids, man. We want to have a family. Hold on, brother. You just said you looking for a surrogate mother, and the brother at church told you to call me? Well, no. Ain't nobody tell me to actually call you. I asked them about you and your wife. You know, I asked them for your phone number so I could actually call you myself, man. Wait a minute. So you've been eyeing my wife? No. Not I ain't been. See, you looking at it wrong. Listen, what I was saying is that your wife just seems like a healthy person. I want to be able to have a healthy child, man. I really do, man. Me and my wife, we. Listen, you called me about my wife, and you want her to be a surrogate mother for you. I don't even know why we on the phone, brother. Here's the real deal, man. Me and my wife, we can't have kids. We've tried and tried and tried. And, you know, biologically, we just been going through it, man. And I was just, you know, I seen your wife. She healthy. I see y'all at church all the time. And I was just, like, reaching out, man, maybe somebody wouldn't mind being the surrogate mother for me and my wife so we can have a child. I'm thinking surrogate mother. Hold on, brother. You calling me to see if my wife can be a surrogate mother to your child? Dog, and I know it's crazy. It's crazy as hell. You damn right. And I think you done lost your mind, brother. Out of all the members in the church, you calling me to get my wife to have your baby? Dog, I know it sounds crazy, man. I know it sounds crazy. But I just ignorant, brother. I'm sorry? You sound ignorant. Man, there's so many places to go adopt a baby. I can take you down to the county courthouse and show you kids need to adopt right now. But you can go to Africa like all the rest of them people and go find you a baby. You going to call me and my wife? There's 20,000 members in this church. Do you know how stupid you sound, brother? No, brother. And, man, listen, man, I'm not trying to come across like that, man. Well, how you trying to come across, brother? You done done it. Just hear me out, man. I don't want you to... Man, go ahead, brother. Go ahead, man. Okay. We looking for a surrogate mother. We seen your wife, and we thought she'd be a great surrogate mother. And I know it sounds crazy for me to pick you out of all the people that go to the church. I understand that, man. I do. But listen, we would love for your wife to be the surrogate mother, and we willing to pay for this.
Man, this ain't about.
But listen to me. If you don't mind, we don't want to do this with no test tubes and all that, where they mix my seed with her egg. We want to do this naturally.
Wait, whoa. You got to repeat what you just said, man.
You got to understand, a real man want to do it realistically. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Brother, hold on, brother. Are you telling me that you want to have sex with my wife?
But I mean, you want to have
me lose all my Christianity right now, brother.
You want to have a baby the real way, though. You know what I'm saying?
I don't give a damn having the fake way. You tell me you want to lay down in a bed with my wife?
But dog, you already got 3 kids. Think about the people that can't have theirs, man.
Go adopt a baby, man. Take your down there and go adopt a damn baby. Because you didn't go see a damn psychiatrist.
Brother,
what I don't want to have your baby. Do you know what you sound like? Are you crazy?
I know it sounds crazy, man. I do.
How did you get my number, man?
Listen to me.
How did you get my number?
I got your number from one of the brothers at the church. Now listen, I'm gonna just be real with you like a man. I wanted to come at you first and talk to you like a man and see, if you was cool with the proposition. But look, come Sunday, I'm gonna go to your wife and just talk to her.
What?
I'm just gonna talk to your wife and see if
you done lost your mind. I told you the answer. No. Now you tell me you're gonna go around me and what you ain't gonna do is talk to my wife. You
man,
call
I'm
my
telling
wife.
you right now. I'm talking to your wife.
You call my wife. Okay? I'm gonna tell you what's really gonna happen.
You call my wife. Your wife next Sunday. I'm not gonna sit and go through this with you back and forth. I'm talking to her next Sunday.
Next Sunday, I'm gonna whoop your.
You ain't gonna do nothing to me.
I'm gonna whoop yo.
Me and my wife, we deserve a child too. You ain't gonna stand in the middle of this.
I'm in the middle of this. You lost your mind. You talk to my wife next week if you want to.
I got one more thing I want to say to you, man. Is you listening to me?
Say what the you gotta say so you can get off my phone.
This is nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your homeboy.
What? This is who?
Listen.
Man, who is this man?
This nephew Tommy, man, from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your homeboy got me to prank phone call you.
Man, I'm over here, man. My head is spinning.
You all right, man?
Got me going, brother. I'm ready to fight, brother.
Hey, I got one more thing to ask you, big dog.
What's up, man?
What is the baddest? I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land.
Man, the Steve Harvey Morning Show, man. Y'all got me this morning, man. Y'all got me, man. Surrogate mother. Any of y'all want to be a segregated or surrogate? What? Anybody?
It's not the same.
Neither of those.
Segregated and surrogate.
I don't want to be either one.
them two different things.
It's a little late in the game for me right
you
now.
a segregated mother. You can't have your baby at a certain hospital.
Right.
Segregated mother.
All the blacks
Holiday
down
Comedy
there,
Jam. Holiday Comedy Jam coming your way. That's Earthquake, J. Anthony Brown, Kids Junior Spates, and hosted by yours truly, Nephew Tommy. That's the Holiday Comedy Jam. It's Friday, December the 20th at the Met in Philadelphia. That's WDAS and Live Nation, all wrapped up into one. Holiday Comedy Jam. I can hear the jingle bells now.
So to dress for that, do you have to have your sleeves cut out of the right side of your jacket and your suit? Because you had your shoulder surgery?
That's not funny, Shirley. That's not funny.
I'm asking.
I'm going to take pictures
I'm
and
not
send it to you,
cutting no
Shirley.
suit out of nothing. I'm not doing that.
Especially men. All right, listen. Thank you, Tommy. Coming up at the top of the hour, entertainment and national news
I
right
thought he
after
was going to
this.
cut the suit down because he was an elf.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
So yesterday, 2020 Grammy nominations were announced. Lizzo leads the nominations with multiple honors, including Record of the Year, Album of the Year, Song of the Year, and Best New Artist. Lil Nas X has 6 nominations: R&B, Hip Hop, Beyonce, Her, India Arie, Ella Mai, Meek Mill, 21 Savage, DaBaby, Lil Baby. In gospel, it was Kirk Franklin. The Grammys will be hosted by Alicia Keys yet again.
All right.
On Sunday, January 26th on CBS. Yeah. So there you go.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Happy for Lizzo.
Yeah. And India Arie, again, Grammy nominated.
Lil Nas in there too now.
Yeah. Ella
Lil
Mai
Nas
and
X.
Yeah.
mhm.
The
21
Baby and
Savage.
Lil Baby.
Wow.
Oh, I love that song about the baby.
I know.
Yeah.
Meek Mill. I mean, and Kirk Franklin, our friend and family. Congratulations to him as well. Yep.
He had a good speech on.
He just
Soul
texted me
Train
today.
Awards.
Oh, he did?
He
What did he
just
say?
texted me today. Oh, I couldn't tell you.
Oh.
He want to know where to get a Christmas tree from.
Yeah.
No, he was asking me. He was doing a church Christmas play, and you think Tommy would be in it? I told him, I said, you got Tommy's number. You could have asked him. Well, he wanted to run it by me and see if he'd be offended. I said, well, I don't think so.
Why would he be offended? Tommy's an actor. Why would he be offended?
Well, I know, but he wanted him to play the head elf in the workshop.
I'm not no elf, y'all. Y'all gonna quit this with this elf stuff. I'm not no elf.
Okay.
He didn't say you was an elf. He wanted you to play a elf.
And
He's
you're-
smaller
Anybody
than
called
me.
you no elf?
he-
Huh?
He's smaller than me.
I just said he was going to make you the head elf.
But what is he if I'm the head elf? What is he?
Well, because you a little taller than him, so he was going to make
Yeah.
you the head
Everybody
elf.
gonna look up to you.
What
right.
role is Kirk? Kirk a elf too? We both elves?
No, he wasn't going to be. He was going to be Santa Claus's son.
And he gonna come report.
Let me get to this Julia Roberts story, please. From music to movie news. Julia Roberts is Harriet Tubman. Can you see that?
No.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Hell
no.
A lot of people can't. That's what one Hollywood executive reportedly suggested. That's according to Gregory Allen Howard, who wrote the screenplay to Harriet. He says the film has been in development for 26 years, guys.
Yep.
He wanted to turn the Underground Railroad conductor's life into an action-adventure film, but the climate in Hollywood was different at that time, and that's when the exec floated the idea of Julia Roberts. When questioned about it, Howard says the exec offered, it was long ago. No one is going to know the difference.
Why we
Wow.
not?
Wow.
How the hell do you think we ain't gonna know that?
How the
Julia Roberts?
hell?
Yeah.
That's so
Okay,
insulting.
you can act,
Yeah.
but you have to draw on something else to play that role, I would think.
Let me tell you
I
something.
think you have to have something to draw on. Go ahead, Tom.
Julia gonna need Harriet to come save her ass if she play that role and get her to freedom.
I don't think she would have played it. No. I don't even think she would have took
I
the
don't
role.
think this is anything that Julia Roberts would have even considered.
Yeah,
That's what
I'm
I'm
with you
saying.
on
I
that,
don't-
Steve. Yeah.
And I like Julia Roberts.
Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
even
man,
think she would
love
have
her.
done that.
Yeah.
No.
Great actor.
No. Yeah.
And listen, if you haven't seen the movie Harriet, please, over the holidays, when you get a chance, please go
But
see the movie.
who
It's
thinks
so good.
Harriet is a tall, slim white woman?
Right.
Help me with what makeup you finna use. You want to piss black people off, do that.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
these black people out here out of work.
All right, time now, Steve, for today's headlines.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together. The lovely, the talented, the wonderful Miss Ann Tripp. Thank you, folks.
Good morning, Darth Vader. This is Ann Tripp with the news, everybody. Good morning. Okay, last night's Democratic presidential debate, 10 candidates made their cases to the American people. Not up there were Beto O'Rourke. He's dropped down. Julian Castro also has left the field. Meanwhile, former Massachusetts Governor Deval Patrick, has entered the race, and former New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg has his name on a couple of Southern primaries. By the way, last night, all the candidates made good points. For instance, New Jersey Senator Cory Booker spoke about President Trump's foreign policy.
There's a larger battle going on the planet Earth right now between totalitarian dictatorial countries and free democracies. And we see the scorecard under this president not looking so good, with China actually shifting more towards an authoritarian government, with its leader now getting rid of even term limits. And so I believe we need a much stronger policy, one that's not led, as President Trump seems to want to do, in a transactional way, but one that's led by American values.
Senator Kamala Harris talked about how black people, black women in particular, are ignored by the Democratic Party, although they use us for voting. Vice President Joe Biden talked about foreign policy under President Trump, saying this guy doesn't know what he's doing. House Intelligence Committee heard testimony yesterday from star witness Ambassador Gordon Sondland, who answered questions for about 7 hours. Sondland said everybody was in the loop, that President Trump wanted Ukraine to announce that they were investigating the Bidens, and that it was as plain as a nose on your face.
Was there a quid pro quo? With regard to the requested White House call and the White House meeting, the answer is yes.
That was Sondland. However, the president spoke to reporters later. He claimed not to have done that, and he also claimed not to even know Sondland, even though he appointed him ambassador to the European Union.
I don't know him very well. I have not spoken to him much. This is not a man I know well. Seems like a nice guy, though, but I don't know him well. I say to the ambassador, here's my answer. I want nothing. I want nothing. I want no quid pro quo. Tell Zelensky to do the right thing.
Gordon Sondland was barely known outside of his hometown of Portland, Oregon. He's the owner of several mid-sized hotels, but he donated $1 million to Trump's inaugural. In sports, Colin Kaepernick's lawyer says that 2 teams seem interested in hiring him. The attorney on the Adam Carolla show said something may happen within the next 10 days. The one team thought to be the Carolina Panthers, the other the Seattle Seahawks. I guess we'll see. Former First Lady Michelle Obama earned a Grammy nomination yesterday in the spoken word category for the audio version of her best-selling memoir, but so did Lizzo. That's the truth, girl. Back to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
A political reporter named Alexi McCammon has accused Charles Barkley of making inappropriate remarks while speaking to her off the record late Tuesday at a political unspecified event. Just FYI, Charles Barkley told me tonight, I don't hit women, but if I did, I would hit you. And then when I objected to that, he told me I couldn't take a joke. Alexi McCammon said she hated being part of a story, but those who threaten violence should be held accountable, and that she would never violate the off-the-record agreement, but insisted that Charles Barkley's comments had to be exposed. Charles Barkley issued an apology yesterday through Turner Sports. My comment was inappropriate and unacceptable. It was an attempted joke that wasn't funny at all. There is no excuse for it, and I apologize, Barkley said in that statement. Wow. There's a lot in there because, I mean, I get, the Me Too movement and everything, but sometimes it is just a joke. I mean, is that wrong for me to say?
Absolutely not, Shirley. I'm glad you said it.
I mean, yeah, as a woman, sometimes. I mean, but it depends on how the recipient feels about it. If she feels uncomfortable or something like that, then, you can't take that away from her.
Well, I think she accomplished what she wanted to come. I think it should be reported.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's not any charges.
No, he apologized. This story is, it's trending on social media, but, he apologized and he's said some questionable jokes like that before.
Okay.
And I don't, so when she said that, she wanted to bring it out. But to me, if it was off the record.
But if she doesn't know it's a joke.
Do you know how many times I've heard that joke?
What,
do you have any
idea
joke? How many times I've heard that form of that joke?
What he
I
said?
don't hit women.
But if I did, I would hit you?
Right. Or I wish you could be a man for just 5 minutes.
Oh,
right.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
But from the woman's perspective, if she doesn't know it's a joke, and she's feeling some kind of way, then that's where the issue comes in, Steve.
Yeah, the problem now, though, Shirley, is nobody thinks anything is funny anymore.
Yeah.
There are no jokes you can tell anymore.
None. There's no room for mistakes
anybody.
And humor and jokes.
No,
No,
sir.
Hey, I'm about to tell a joke in case you didn't know.
Yeah.
She didn't accept it.
Preface it. Yeah.
She didn't accept it. She replied to Barkley's tweet from the Sports Network. She didn't accept his regret or any attempt to characterize it as a joke.
Okay, cool. So if you don't want to accept the apology, then what you want the man to do?
That's how she feels about it, and she's, has a right to her feelings. Coming up at 34 after the hour in trending sports news, question, is it time to concede that LeBron James is the greatest basketball player ever? Wow, we'll talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
In trending sports news, guys, LeBron James set a record. Congratulations to him as he became the first player in NBA history to record a triple-double against every single team in the NBA. LeBron led the Lakers to their fifth straight victory, 112-107 over the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now LeBron is the fifth in NBA history with 86 triple-doubles, but the four players in front of him, Oscar Robertson, Iverson, Russell Westbrook, L.A. Lakers great, of course, Magic Johnson, and Lakers assistant coach Jason Kidd hadn't done it against all 30 teams in the league. So, guys, all right, Tommy, Junior, Steve, with that being said now, the trending question is it now time to concede that LeBron James is the greatest basketball player of them all? Is Michael Jordan included in that?
Wow. He in the top 3.
I'm
he in the top 3.
Yeah, he in the top 3. I'm just going to say no. I mean, that's a great
Not yet.
Top 3.
Who's your top 3?
I'd say Jordan, Kobe, then LeBron.
Okay.
Yeah, I give it that, but that doesn't constitute him being the greatest player. I mean,
Yeah.
he just did a feat against every team.
Against every triple doubles against every
That's still that's impressive, though.
Yes, it
That's
is.
impressive.
All right, Tommy, your top
That's
3, and then we'll
impressive.
get to you, Steve.
It is impressive.
Your top 3, Tommy.
I mean, I think we all the same. Jordan, LeBron, I got to say Magic.
Yeah.
I got to say Magic.
Come on, Mr. Harvey.
I think it's Jordan. I think it's Jordan. I think it's LeBron, and I think it's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yes.
Okay.
I just think he revolutionized the game of basketball. He had an unstoppable shot. He played D. He got rebounds, and he won championships. And this dude was an unstoppable force. He was a beast. He revolutionized basketball. They stopped dunking in college because of him. I just think Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, man, was like the dude that came along and made the game so different. To me.
Did. I mean,
now, do I think Kobe should be in there? Yeah, I do. I think Kobe's a bad boy. The Black Mamba, bad boy.
Would he be in your top 5? We just did the top 3.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he gonna have to.
Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah. Oh, he.
I mean, here's another feat
hell,
LeBron ain't
hell,
did that Kobe did.
Hell. Huh?
I was saying there's a feat that Kobe Bryant did that LeBron hadn't done. I mean, Kobe dropped 80 in the game. 80.
That's from not passing.
Yeah. but I'm
He
just
picked
saying.
the ball,
I'm
then.
just saying. He dropped 80.
Dog, that's coming over the floor every time and not throwing it to no damn body.
But 80.
Well, let's go and put it out there now.
Uh-oh.
Nobody has jumped higher than Spud Webb. Let's just make that understood.
That's your hero?
That's my boy there. Spud Webb didn't jump higher than everybody.
Somebody smaller than you, jump higher than you, lost
Jump
again.
way over everybody.
You lose it again.
Yes. Let's give it up for Spud Webb.
Yay.
I like Spud Webb.
Yeah,
I like me
too.
some Spud Webb, boy.
So, so the question is, with this triple-double against every team in the league that LeBron has done this to, he's not the greatest player yet, huh?
Well, I mean, you know what? See, the triple-double against every team, that's a great accomplishment. But he does not have more triple-doubles than Russell Westbrook.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
He don't have more triple-doubles than Oscar Robertson. I mean, Russell Westbrook, man, triple-doubles, has been playing less time than Jordan. I mean,
LeBron.
LeBron. And has
Bron.
done it 40 in a row, man. Come on, this dude.
Yeah.
This dude is, that's not to take anything of what LeBron is, because he's my dude, man. LeBron is
we
my
love
dude.
LeBron.
Yeah, on and
But
off
I'm
the
just
court.
telling you, man, that Russell Westbrook, good Lord, triple-double, man.
And let's not
And
forget
see-
Tiny Archibald. The other bad boy.
All
Man,
your
if you don't quit
heroes
saying
is small.
short people.
All your heroes small.
I love him. Post your comments on who you think is the world's greatest basketball player at Steve Harvey FM on Instagram or Facebook. Coming up next, the nephew with today's prank phone call right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today. Subject, my husband is raising my boyfriend's son.
Husband is raising.
Yeah. Sounds like you wrote that one, Tommy. You're involved some kind of way. Anyway, right now, nephew here with today's prank phone call. What you got for us, Neff?
Right now, girl, we're going to have a birthday party, but we're going to throw the birthday party with some curry goat for the kids. Here we go. Curry goat birthday party.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
I'm trying to reach Mr. Is this Mr.
Yeah,
This is Benjamin Dixon. Trevor is my son. He goes to school with your son. Now,
yeah.
He went to a birthday party that your son had last weekend. Am I right?
Yeah.
Well, listen, I understand.
You're right.
Listen, I have a problem with you, Mr. because I understand that you all are Jamaican and from Jamaica, but listen, you guys serve the children curry goat. You don't serve kids curry goat. Everybody's child doesn't eat curry goat. Pete, what happened to ice cream and cake and punch and maybe even a pizza at a birthday party for kids? But curry goat? That's out the question.
Oh, you mean? I don't understand what you're talking about. Oh, you mean me not feed the kids them curry goat? Me feed them anything. What you talking about, brethren?
Say what?
What you talking about? Oh, you mean you have a problem with me? Oh, you have a problem with me?
I got a problem with any parents who decides on their own that somebody else's child, it's okay to feed them some curry goat. My child don't eat no goat. We eat chicken. We eat steak. We eat cow. We don't eat curry goat.
Yo, him eat it at a birthday party though. Eh? Him eat it at a birthday party. And why you mad? If you would tell me that you some too. So rude boy, no call me with your anger and a go on and a rumble upon me, brethren. Because you don't know who you deal with,
Okay, I need you to slow it down for me, man. I ain't understanding nothing you saying.
You can't tell me to slow it down. You call me and I go, so you can't tell me to slow it down. On my phone, you calling up.
Look, man, all I'm saying is this is disrespectful to the child, to people's parents. You're going out on your own liberty deciding on what you're going to feed somebody. You got to feed them normal stuff. You can't do that. Kids, at birthday parties here in the States, man, it's pizza, it's ice cream, it's cake, it's punch. That's it. Hot dogs, maybe, but not no damn curry goat.
Man, me run this show, brethren. Don't tell me what to do, eh? Me run this. So y'all come tell me about disrespect. You disrespect me, I call my phone.
How am I disrespecting you by calling your phone? I want to know why it is you doing something like this. And I bet you these other parents don't know you've been serving goat.
Yo, kiss man. Who the you is? Eh? You want to meet me? I'm sure you who Galavan father is. Eh? How come tell me no bull? Eh?
You want to?
Hungry. Who you, brethren? Who the hell is you? Eh? I don't know you from Adam, brethren, and you come talk on my phone and kind of with it. Yo, you know who the can't deal with? You just make man just sprinkle up now,
Oh, you want to meet me somewhere? Is that what you want to do?
Me meet you, brethren. Me meet you right now. You understand me? Me brethren. You don't know who you dealing with enough. Enough big time me dealing with enough.
You're gonna make me hurt you, man. If I come over there, you're gonna make me hurt you. You hear me? Then I mean this, man. Now I call you because I'm a concerned parent about my child, and then you got a nerve to tell me you're the one that's in the wrong.
Yo, man, me not wrong, brethren. Me not wrong. You understand me? So now come tell me, be that big man enough. Now come tell me about me not wrong. You and wrong to call my phone. Yo, just tell me where you there now, and me come meet you, and me will feed you some curry goat, you and your family, and yo, and you can't just leave me alone.
You ain't finna feed my family. No, you don't bring my family in this, man. You don't bring my wife and my kids into nothing. You hear me?
Give your wife, your auntie, your mama, and everybody, grandmama. So now come tell me
I got one. You know what, man? I'm gonna tell you. I got something I want to tell you. You listening?
Ain't got to tell me, man.
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your sister Patsy.
What the hell? I don't believe you, man. I don't know no like
that. Hey, you just got pranked by your sister Patsy, man. She put me up to this, dog.
Boy, I tell you, man, I'm so sweat, boy. I feel like I need to get a blood pressure check. I got a low tolerance. My tolerance very low. Boy, I tell you, man. anyway, I'm going to still feed you and your family some curry goat, man. I'm going to invite you to the house. I'm going to have nothing but curry goat.
I bet it's good, too.
I ain't going to have no rice with it or nothing. Just pure curry goat.
You know, when you get angry, American people really can't understand what you're saying. You went on a Jamaican run.
They're like, what the hell that boy saying?
We got to give a shout out to all of the Jamaicans out there, baby. What is the baddest radio show in the land?
Steve Harvey Morning Show. New York City, baby.
How you feel about that one right there?
For the kids, though.
For the kids, the curry goat. He been eating it, though, Bertrand. He been eating it, though. Can you imagine sending your kids to a birthday party and they feeding them something that they never ate before in their life?
No.
The kids all go,
You better eat that damn curry goat. Eat it.
We're never coming to a party at your house anymore.
Sure you will, young man. Yes, you will. You'll be back right after you get a piece of this curry goat.
They got nasty food over there.
Holiday Comedy Jam is going down Friday, the 20th of December at the Met in Philadelphia. Holiday Comedy Jam. That's Earthquake, J. Anthony Brown, Kid Jr. Spates, and hosted by yours truly. That is me, Nephew Tommy. It's at the Met. Tickets on sale right now at all Ticketmaster outlets. Or you can go to the box office. It's WDAS and Live Nation together. You don't want to miss it. Laying in the cut, 27th through the 31st. I am with the Comedy Laugh Fest, 27th through the 31st. So we are in the DMV. We're in Chicago. We're in Atlanta. We're in New Orleans, and we're going to finish that thing off in Houston, Texas. Every city has a different lineup, but you're going to have some remarkable people on that lineup, like D.L. Hughley, Eddie Griffith, Dion Cole, Ced the Entertainer, Tommy Davis, and hosted by yours truly. You got Bruce in there. You got Earthquake in there. Go to thomasmiles.com. Click on Comedy Laugh Fest, and you can see who's coming to your city. Once again, that is the DMV, Chicago, Atlanta, New Orleans, and Houston, Texas, all hosted by the Fool Nephew Tommy.
Hey, Tommy.
Yes, sir.
You know that holiday jam we doing down in Philly?
Yes, sir.
Well, for next year, I'm just thinking ahead. You think we can just take that line we got right there and then take it and see if Uncle want to produce it? You think he'll do it?
I think I'll talk to him, Junior.
I'm not producing nothing with y'all. You heard me.
You're going to do what I tell you.
No, Shirley. See, what they're not going to do is come to me with some afterthought.
Wait a minute.
I've been talking with these. Hey, Shirley, I'm talking to Shirley. I ain't saying nothing.
You're so wrong.
Shirley, I've talked to them over and over and over for years. For years about touring together. Oh, they done went and did it, but they with favored nations and all like that. Now they come up with a little monkey ass idea. They want me to sign up for that one. I ain't signing up for that.
We ain't coming with no monkey ass idea. Okay, how about this? How about me, you, Junior, and Jay? We do it together.
Yeah, man.
Nope.
Oh.
Still no, as much as you want to get back on stage, Steve. Come on.
You host, bring us out. You're going to have some fun, dog.
All right, we got to go. Thank you, nephew. Coming up next, Strawberry Letter. Subject, my husband is raising my boyfriend's son. We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, on sex, on dating, work, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to Steve Harvey FM. All you have to do is click Submit Strawberry Letter and we'll get it. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now, today. And Tommy,
buckle up. Hold on tight. Let's go, baby. Here it is. Strawberry Letter.
All right, subject, my husband is raising my boyfriend's son. Dear Steve and Shirley, I'm just going to jump right in and get to it. I'm married and he's married. We both have families. I have 3 kids and he has 4 kids. One of my kids is his. Our affair has been going on for 11 years and now we have a 2-year-old son. He left me when I told him that I was pregnant. We both agreed for me to terminate the pregnancy, but he refused to give me the money. So I changed my mind because deep down I wanted another child. I know it's his son because but he questioned it. I did a sibling test to confirm that my husband could not be the father. The 2-year-old looks just like his real daddy and his real daddy's other kids. I'm writing this letter because my conscience is eating me alive. Every time that I look at my son, I know that I am living a lie that could destroy my son's life and 2 families. His daddy acts like he does not exist, and that makes me so angry, and I want to come clean and get it off my chest. We both were in this affair, and we both made this child. I am ready to tell my husband and his wife about our affair and my son. It has taken me 2 years to come to terms with what might happen when I tell the truth. Am I wrong for wanting to put an end to these lies, Should I let my husband raise another man's child? I've been a nervous wreck. Please help me figure this out. What? You asked, should you let your husband raise another man's child? But isn't that what you've been doing for the last couple of years? Your husband has been raising another man's child. The lies are endless here. You've been with this man for 11 years. 11 years you've been having an affair on your husband and this man on his wife. He got mad when you got pregnant, refused to give you the money to terminate it, and deep down inside you wanted another child anyway, so that's what you did. And I mean, you just kept the lie going and going and going and going. You say he questions the fact that it is his son. You did a sibling test to confirm that your husband is not the father. I think you're wanting to come clean for all the wrong and most selfish of reasons here. You will be destroying everything. You will be destroying your marriage, his marriage, your kids' lives. I mean, not destroying their lives, but I mean, once they find out this is a lie, this is so many lives are involved in all of this. And just because you're mad at your baby daddy, I mean, really, do you realize what you have done with all of this because you're mad at him? This 11-year affair, everything. I mean, this is just so wrong on every level. I don't know how you're going to come clean and tell your husband this and he stay there and forgive you and all of those things. What do you want to happen? You just want to end the lies to get some relief for yourself, but you're going to destroy all these other people's lives. You're not wrong for wanting to put an end to the lies, but no one should want to have to live with these kinds of lies. But doing this, you're going to destroy so many people, and including your son once he finds out that the man he thinks is his dad isn't really his dad. I mean, the lies are endless here. You've told one lie after another, after another, after another. You say, please help you figure this out. This is a hard one to figure out, and I bet you have been a nervous wreck. But you did this. I mean, for 11 years now. For 11 years. I just feel sorry for your kids, your husband, the wife, and this 2-year-old son that you have with this man. Steve?
I have a problem here because yesterday I let Tommy do the letter, and Junior begged me, when can I do a letter?
Mm-hmm.
You don't want this one.
Now, Junior, this one I think might be a little heavy for you.
This is heavy for everybody.
I wouldn't have done this if it was yesterday. I would have gave you back.
See, Junior, I don't think I'm going to let you do this.
No, not this one today, because I'm sitting over here like, woo!
Something a little lighter for
this,
Junior
this
Steve.
not the one I want to do on.
Yeah, something
All
a
right,
little
let's
lighter.
go. All right, here we go.
Man, oh man.
This is a very difficult letter.
Yeah, it is.
I don't have any jokes for this, so let me just get to it. Let me jump right into it is how she started. Best start of a letter I've ever had, though. I want this lady to know I really respect her just coming clean. Let me just jump right into it. I'm married, he married. We both got families. I got 3 kids, he got 4. One of my kids is his. I'll be damned. Our affair been going on for 11 years, and now you got a 2-year-old son. Then after you told him you was pregnant, he left you. See, this is where you start to find out how stank a dude really is. Not only stank for the 11-year affair, But now let me explain to you what you was having an affair with. You was having an affair with a man who, once you told him you was pregnant, he left you. You have a 2-year-old son. He left when you told him you was pregnant. And then both of you agreed to terminate the pregnancy, but he refused to give me the money. How does that work? We both agreed to terminate the pregnancy, and then he refused to give me the money.
Wait, hold on,
Damn.
Steve. Hold it right there, okay? We got to take a break right here. We'll have part 2 of Steve's response coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Subject, my husband is raising my boyfriend's son. Yeah, this is a mess right here. We'll be back at 23 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, come on. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. Subject, my husband is raising my boyfriend's son. Wow.
Because this woman is married. She's dating a man that's married. They got kids. They both have families. She got 3 kids. He got 4. And one of her kids is his. The affair been going on 11 years. They got a 2-year-old son. And soon as she told this married dude, and she's married too, that she was pregnant, he left her. But before he left, they both agreed to terminate the pregnancy. And then he refused to give me the money. This dude trifling on a lot of levels. You do know you are too, but this dude's trifling. This goes to a whole nother level. So I changed my mind because deep down I wanted another child. I know it's his son, but he questions it. Then I did a sibling test to confirm that my husband could not be the father. I don't know what that means. Sibling test? I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah. Sibling test. I don't know.
I've heard, of course, DNA
The 2-year-old
testing.
looked just like his real daddy and his real daddy's other kids. Now, you writing this letter because you say your conscience is eating you alive. Every time I look at my son, I know that I'm living a lie, and that could destroy my son's life and 2 families. Then you mad because his daddy act like he does not exist, and that makes me so angry. The reason he don't act like he don't exist is because he questioned it in the beginning, whether it was his or not. Then he refused to pay the money for the terminate the pregnancy. And then he left you when he was pregnant. Why are you angry now? He trifling. Everything he's done is trifling. And all of a sudden you want him to be what, righteous? Here's your problem. The man act like he don't exist, and that makes you angry. And I want to come clean and get it off my chest. We both were in this affair, and we both made this child. I am ready. Here we go. Listen to this. I am ready to tell my husband and his wife about our affair. Well, listen to me, lady. You might not be able to tell both people. This could end very ugly after you make the announcement to one. See, if you go over there and tell his wife, she could do something to you. And if you go in there and tell your husband, he might do something to you. So you're in a tough spot.
Yeah.
It's taking you 2 years to come to terms with what might happen when I tell the truth. Am I wrong for wanting to put an end to the lies? Should I let my husband raise another man's child? I've been a nervous wreck. Please help me figure this out.
Exactly.
Ain't no way in the hell you need this letter, boy. We have so many problems here. Because if you go and tell your husband, this could end your family.
Yep.
If you tell his wife, it could end their family. And then your son is still left with a father who wants nothing to do with him.
Shut your damn mouth.
So now, if this man wants nothing to do with him, and you destroy your family who has a man who's raising this boy in it, and the real daddy don't want to have nothing to do with it, but then the ugliness that you got this man raising another man's child. God,
the lies.
That's the quandary you are in. Because I want you to go for the son's sake, be quiet, so he can have a father in his life.
Right.
But then I feel bad because, wow, this dude is footing the bill thinking he got something that ain't really his. That boy belongs to you and another man.
And Steve, don't you think the reason she wants to tell him is so wrong too? Just because he doesn't want to be a part of the kid's life?
It's all anger. But she also, I truly believe that this woman is torn up on the inside.
I bet she is. Yeah.
I truly believe that. And it is a horrible thing to know that this is not this man's boy. And you got this man raising him.
With that lie.
But if you love the man so much, you was with another man for 11 years.
11 years.
So I'm trying to figure out how you so concerned with the fact that he raising this boy that's not his when you was passing out your cookie that he thought was his. So you got a problem, ma'am. This really ain't a joke letter right here. You have a real situation.
Yeah.
I think that because it's such a long deceit, this man should take care of his kids, but he don't want to. And then he has a father that thinks he is the father and he's taking care of him. So I hate to ruin the boy's life and he end up with no daddy at all. So you may have to carry this one to your grave. Wow.
Yeah.
Unless that man comes around and goes, I want to take care of my son. But as long as he in denial, man, I think you should leave his dirty ass over there.
All right, you can post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM on Instagram and Facebook. And don't forget to check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand. Now, coming up at 46 minutes after the hour, sex trafficking. We know that it is major in this country and around the world. We're going to delve into that and talk about it when we come back at 46 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so this is kind of a heavy subject, guys, but it's something that really needs to be talked about because it seems to be going on more and more now. I'm talking about sex trafficking. It is a crime when women, men, and or children are forcefully involved in commercial sex acts. In the U.S., any minor under the age of 18 engaged in commercial sex acts is automatically considered a victim of sex trafficking under the law. Worldwide, it's estimated that there are 4.5 million victims of sex trafficking. And that's worldwide. That's a huge, huge number. Huge number. Wow. I mean, it's going on.
I've been watching the news,
Yeah.
and it seems like it's an epidemic over here in the United States now.
It's an evil time we live in.
Yes,
and
it
it's
is.
causing everybody's got to get your head on the swivel and start paying close attention to everything around you. When you see these men walk over to you, talking to you, and the conversation is odd, something's going. It is odd. Don't it sounds strange. No, it is strange.
Yeah.
And you should act accordingly. Blow your whistle, walk away, get some distance, go.
Yeah.
Get some
your
assistance.
car, lock the doors.
Don't
There's a certain
take
place
no
they
chance.
trying to do this.
Well, in Atlanta, there's malls. Someone posted
Stores.
on Instagram where he was approached at a mall. And honestly, I was approached in a store. I was in Marshall's one night.
You were?
And
Yeah, sure.
who would ever think that?
Oh my
God. I was approached by a woman, and I knew something was odd. I didn't know exactly that's what it was, but after my incident, and then the very next, it really bothered me. And then the very next day, this guy posted that he was approached at Lenox Mall. So then, when you put it together, our very own Monica, Mississippi Monica, was also. She was also approached in the Atlanta area. So just let just let it be a warning. It is serious out here. Be aware of your surroundings. Like Steve said,
Right.
Get in your car, lock your doors. I mean, that old adage, don't talk to strangers. I mean, seriously, even if you're an adult. So to report human trafficking, here is the National Human Trafficking Hotline. And again, people, this is very, very serious. Text HELP, HELP, or INFO, INFO. They're open 24 hours, 7 days a week. They speak English, Spanish, and 200 more languages. The number is 1-888-373-7888. Please be aware of your surroundings, and we'll be right back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Tommy, let's do this.
All right, she is here. It's Carla Farrell with What Reality Update?
Thank you, nephew. What's up, crew?
Hey, girl.
What you got to say, Steve? You ready out the gate?
I'm ready,
You
man.
got an update?
Ghost and Ricky.
Who is Ricky?
Boy, I'm
a
trying
new
to tell you,
character.
man. And on the Kardashians, boy, that damn Kanye was singing at the Mormon church.
In Utah? Child.
How was that?
And then
You were
just
so
blurted out. Ain't nobody supposed to have more than one wife, just said it.
All right, well, thank
And
you for
then-
your update. What? Oh, you
And
got
then
one more?
last
You got
one, the Kanye.
Okay.
Kanye just been tripping. Then Kanye got through singing at Lakewood down in Houston and told everybody Trump was his daddy. I said,
That is damn.
Right there in the middle of Lakewood.
damn.
Right up under the globe.
All right. Well, that's your reality update from Steve. I got one for you real quick. Real Housewives of Atlanta. Your girl Nene is back on the
Yes.
show. Yeah. Now, when we left off last season, you remember during the reunion show when Nene told Andy Cohen that her marriage to Greg was kind of in a rocky place because she felt alone while being, Greg's caretaker while he was battling cancer. And, she had a lot of issues that she was dealing with. Well, this episode, the new episode, we see Nene and Greg. They are still together. Greg is cancer-free.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, Greg.
Yep. And Nene is an ambassador for the National Cancer Society, so they were filming a public service announcement and just talking about his journey and what she went through. So that's that. But Nene is still not friends with anybody on the show, except your girl Marlo. They're still cool.
Yeah.
So now moving on, Shirley, is it me or is it kind of awkward watching Kenya and her husband Mark?
It's you and us.
Oh, it's beyond awkward. It is beyond awkward.
Yeah, it's a little something
and
there.
I love my girl Kenya, but whew,
Kenya.
Lordy, yes.
Yeah.
I thought you
her
said
husband
they was
is
getting a divorce.
Well, they are, and it seems like they're separated in real life, but on the show, they are still together, Steve, on this new season. And Kenya she's talking to her husband. She feels kind of lonely, and, that distance doesn't help their marriage because he lives in New York, and they fly back and forth, and they have this long-distance marriage. But Mark is all about the baby. They have this new, beautiful daughter, Brooklyn. He puts the baby
so
first.
Adorable.
She's so cute. But anyway, Kenya feels like she wants some alone time with him. And he's like, hey, if the baby's not with us, I ain't trying to hear all that. She cooked him breakfast. He was mad. She didn't have eggs. She made him pancakes with bacon. And it just seemed like that
nothing in her
wasn't
damn
enough.
refrigerator. I saw that. They ain't have nothing in that refrigerator.
Nephew.
She had
So
some
my wife be
bacon
watching that.
and
My Jackie be
bacon.
watching that. It ain't nothing in that woman's refrigerator. She ought to quit.
Well, go to the store then. He could go to the store.
And
she
she
can
can,
for the
too.
baby.
She got the pancakes and
see,
bacon
this is
from
the problem
somewhere.
right here. Yeah.
I mean, he
Yeah,
just
you
don't-
hear this, Shirley? You hear nephew
he
over
just
here?
stupid. Don't worry about it. Go ahead, Carla.
So anyway, so it's a little awkward, Tommy. Just I don't know what's going on with them, but there is something there. But his wife, Kenya, she's telling her husband that she's basically lonely. She needs some attention from him. So we'll see what happens with that. And then finally, Eva and Cynthia. They were beefing last season. Now they're all cool. It's amazing what one season can do.
Yes.
3 months apart, we back friends.
Yeah, now we buddies. They going looking at houses together and everything. And then later on the episode, Cynthia and Eva, they went to New York. They were on the float for the World Pride Day parade, and Nene was there too. And so the show ended with Nene getting off her float, getting on Cynthia's float, and then it was dun dun dun. You don't know what Nene said, and that was the end of the episode. So I'll tell you next week. You can hit me up. Hit me up at Lips by Carla on social media, on the gram, Facebook, and we'll talk about it more. We'll be back at 20 after.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Jussie Smollett is suing the city of Chicago. We haven't heard from him in a while, so he's coming back with a lawsuit.
Go sit your ass down.
Sit your behind down.
Better stay out this court.
Yeah.
Listen to me.
Keep on.
Take it from OJ. Once you get free, don't go back down now.
So listen to this, Steve. He's claiming that officials created a narrative that he was the mastermind of a hoax attack, and that has cost him dearly. Now, according to TMZ in the lawsuit, Jussie notes that the Asandaro brothers, Abel and Ola, were held for 47 hours, and they adamantly denied any involvement in the assault. Jussie says it was only after they were assured they'd get immunity that they started spinning the tale of a fake attack on the streets of Chicago. Jussie insists the primary attacker was a white male. He says to this day he doesn't know what involvement, if any, the Asandaro brothers had in the attack. He thinks the brothers were lured into the smear campaign by the cops. Jussie is suing the city of Chicago. He's suing the Asandaro brothers and several officials, including recently retired police superintendent Eddie Johnson. Wow.
I don't know why this boy won't go somewhere and just sit your ass down.
You
Son,
free.
Don't do this. You free. Go away. You can't sue the city. City ain't got no money for you.
We'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up at 33 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
So yesterday, 2020 Grammy nominations were announced. Lizzo leads the nominations with multiple honors, including Record of the Year, Album of the Year, Song of the Year, and Best New Artist. In gospel, it was Kirk Franklin. The Grammys will be hosted by Alicia Keys yet again.
All right.
On Sunday, January 26th on CBS. Yeah, Kirk Franklin, our friend and family. You know, congratulations to him. Yep.
He had a good speech on
He just texted
Soul
me
Train
today.
Boys.
Oh, he did? What did he
just
say?
texted me today. Oh, I couldn't tell you.
Oh.
He wanted to know where to get a Christmas tree from.
Yeah.
No, he was asking me. He was doing a church Christmas play, and you think Tommy would be in it? I told him, I said, you got Tommy's number. You could have asked him. Well, he wanted to run it by me and see if he'd be offended. I said, well, I don't think so.
Why would he be offended? Tommy's an actor. Why would he be offended?
Well, I know, but he wanted him to play the head elf in the workshop.
I'm not no elf, y'all. Y'all gonna quit this with this elf stuff. I'm not no elf.
He didn't say you was an elf. He wanted you to play a elf.
He's
Anybody
smaller than
called
me.
you no elf.
He's
Huh?
smaller than me.
I just said he was going to make you the head elf.
But what is he if I'm the head elf? What is he?
Well, because you a little taller than him, so he was going to make you the head
Everybody
elf.
gonna look up to you.
What role is Kirk? Kirk a elf too? We both elves?
No, he wasn't going to be. He was going to be Santa Claus's son.
And he gonna come report.
Let me get to this Julia Roberts story, please. From music to movie news, Julia Roberts is Harriet Tubman. Can you see that?
No.
Yeah, a lot of people. A lot of people can't. That's what one Hollywood executive reportedly suggested. That's according to Gregory Allen Howard, who wrote the screenplay to Harriet. He says the film has been in development for 26 years, guys.
Yep.
He wanted to turn the Underground Railroad conductor's life into an action-adventure film, but the climate in Hollywood was different at that time, and that's when the exec floated the idea of Julia Roberts. When questioned questioned about it, Howard says the exec offered, it was long ago. No one is going to know the difference.
Why
wow.
we not?
Wow.
How the hell do you think we ain't gonna know that?
How the hell?
Yeah.
That's so
Okay,
insulting.
you can act,
Yeah.
but you have to draw on something else to play that role, I would think.
Let me tell you
I
something.
think you have to have something to draw on. Go ahead, Tom.
Julia gonna need Harriet to come save her ass if she play that role and get her to freedom.
I don't think she would have played it. No. I don't even think she would have took
I
the
don't
role.
think this is anything that Julia Roberts would have even considered.
Yeah,
That's what
I'm
I'm
with you on
saying.
that, Steve. Yeah.
And I like Julia Roberts. I
Yeah.
don't even
man,
think she would
love
have
her.
done that.
Great
No.
actor.
No.
And listen, if you haven't seen the movie Harriet, please, over the holidays, when you get a chance, please go
But
see the movie.
who
It's
thinks
so good.
Harriet is a tall, slim white woman?
Right.
All right, coming up, we will have our last break of the day and, of course, some closing remarks from the one and only Steve Harvey at 49 minutes after, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here we are, our last break of the day. It's been a good Thursday, huh?
Good day.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good day.
Yes.
Yeah. Good day. And the
Really
only
good.
thing that will make it better is you, Steve Harvey, with some closing remarks. What do you have for us today?
Well, you know, I kind of wanted to share something with you all that I was doing my meditation. I was reading this morning, and it hit me because I've often said, you know, after a show or something, I was just, you know, sometimes I just try to say something positive to people. And one time I was talking after the show, and I told people, I said, you know, there's a scripture that quotes something to this effect. That God comes to give you life and give you life more abundantly. And so I said that's what began the process of me asking for my abundance, was because of this scripture. And I just don't think, this is just my walk with him, that as a Christian or a believer or a person of faith, that you should have to struggle through everything. You're going to have challenges. You're going to have struggles, but in every aspect of your life, I mean, come on, something has to change for you. And so in this scripture, it was saying that he comes to give you life and give you life more abundantly. I always thought that the abundance that he was talking about was material things, financial blessings, you know, things of that nature. But I've learned recently through my studies that he comes to give you abundant life does not just mean things. It means peace of mind. It means awareness of all his goodness. It means not worrying about tomorrow or having regrets about the past, which issues out a lot of wasted energy. It means things like that he's present in your life, that you're aware of all the good things, that your eyes are open to all he's done for you. And the big part of it is that he gives you your daily bread, that today is a very, very special day because it's unlike any other day you've ever had. And he's giving you a new day. So when it comes to talking about an abundant life, I had to stop thinking that it was just talking about things or money and objects, innate objects, that really he's talking about an abundant life through having a peace of mind, to having the realization that you have a companion who is not only your friend, but he's also your king, you know, your sovereign Lord. That's what he means by abundant life, that you come to the realization that you're not alone in this matter. You come to the understanding that you have a very present help if you just invite him in, that can help you deal, cope, handle, and understand anything that happens in your life. That's what I came to the conclusion that having a life and having life more abundantly stood for. And once I came to this realization, it opened up a whole nother way of thinking for me, because it's just an amazing thing when you understand that you can have a say-so in today. And all you have to do is worry about today. I mean, concern yourself with today's matters, and don't worry about tomorrow, and don't show no regrets for the past. And you can have a life of abundance because you will now be living in the moment in the presence, and you'll have his presence because you invited him in even closer. That's what I learned about the abundant life, that it doesn't just mean monetary or physical things, that it actually means peace of mind, presence, a very present help in the time of trouble, a relationship, someone who gets it, who's always there. That's what that means, and that's what I wanted you all to think about today. So when you ask God to give you life, and he promised to give you life and give it to you more abundantly, think about what the whole abundant thing is really about. I wasted a lot of time thinking it was just a reference to finances or money or, you know. It's not. It's so much more. And today, I had an abundant life because today I didn't worry about tomorrow. And today, because that's burdening yourself with something you can't do nothing about, and I didn't have no regrets for my former life. Ta-da! I had an abundant day today. And it caused me to realize, really, man, you're blessed. You got an abundant life. That's what I wanted to share with you. Those are my closing remarks today.
Wow, Steve.
I know I got a little time on the back end, but that's what I realized. I just wanted to share that with y'all.
Thank you for that. Yeah,
that's great.
Because when you do, when I first heard it, I thought the same thing. Which you know,
me too.
Yeah.
I think we all did.
I really did.
Yeah.
I was convinced at what it was, but I was doing my meditation this morning, and I was reading this section that explains a lot of stuff, and I said, wait a minute, man. No, the abundant life is he gives you peace of mind for today. He gives you awareness of his presence for today, and therefore it gives you a total, and then it causes you to be grateful for what you have today, and it opens up your eyes to everything that's happening in your world right now. Because by worrying, watch this, Shirley, Luke 12:25.
What?
By worrying, Luke 12:25. By worrying, you cannot add 1 hour to your life.
That's right.
So by not being able to do that,
yes,
why
sir,
would
you
worry
better
about
minister.
it?
You better coach your Bible.
All right. We're going to be with Kanye in a minute. Go ahead, boy.
I don't know about that. Man.
The comedy ministry. I love it.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? How much height do you get with a $13,000 tree? How big is that?
20 feet, 18,
20 feet.
Easy. Well, you gotta have really tall ceilings.
Take us out, Steve.
Yeah, that goes ain't gonna be in my
Ladies
apartment.
and gentlemen, have a great weekend.
Almost.
God loves you. Bye.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit steveharveyfm.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.